and welcome to the 2002 Celebration of the Stars Awards Dinner. Our Master of Ceremonies this evening is GAMA International Past President, Harry Hoopus.
Good evening. It's indeed a pleasure and an honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for tonight's Celebration of Stars Awards dinner. In addition to inducting our Management Hall of Fame recipient, this evening's dinner honors all of our 2002 Management Award qualifiers and the esteemed group of first-in-class award winners. We will alter our agenda slightly from what is printed in the program at your seat. Immediately following dinner, we'll formally acknowledge our first-in-class recipients, recognize our former Management Hall of Fame recipients who are with us this evening, and induct Dick McCluskey as the 39th member of the Management Hall of Fame. I'd like to begin the evening by introducing the GAMA International Executive Committee, and if each would stand and remain standing until you're all up, please hold your applause until the whole committee is introduced. First, President Bill Polikoff, who did an outstanding job today. President-elect Phil Richards. Vice President Mike White. Secretary Jim Kruger. Treasurer Chuck Rowell. Past President Conk Buckley. Ex officio member Bob Bacigalupi, and Executive Vice President and CEO Charlie Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Committee of GAMA International. At this time, I'd like to ask GAMA International President Bill Polikoff to present a special recognition.
Thank you, Harry. On behalf of GAMA International, our board of directors, and our executive committee, it's a special honor for me tonight to recognize a unique individual who's a giant in the financial services industry, a great agency builder, a champion of the agency system, and a passionate advocate for the work of GAMA International throughout the Pacific Rim. Amin began his career with Prudential Assurance Company Limited in Singapore in 1957. He joined Great Eastern Life Assurance Company in 1967, where his success and reputation became legendary. His agency holds the distinction of having led Great Eastern Life for 4 consecutive years. Additionally, 30 of his associates now lead agencies of their own. When GAMA International decided to extend its influence beyond the United States, we turned our attention first to the Pacific Rim. It was there that we met tonight's honoree, Amin. In his native Singapore, the name Amin is sterling. It stands for integrity, professionalism, passion, and excellence. His success as an agency builder and his unmatched reputation as an industry leader uniquely qualified him to be our first International Committee Chair. In this role, Amin was a tireless worker who extended GAMA International's reach to virtually every country in the Pacific Rim. Because of his diligent hard work, GAMA International's influence and reputation are gaining significance on virtually every continent. For this, we are truly grateful. To recognize his truly remarkable career and his distinguished service to our industry, both in Singapore and around the world, it is my pleasure to present the Pacific Rim Career Achievement Award to Amin. The inscription reads as follows: GAMA International is pleased to recognize Mode Amin, CIAM, AAII, ASII, FLUB, as a recipient of the Pacific Rim Career Achievement Award presented at the 2002 LAMP meeting, Walt Disney World Dolphin Hotel, Orlando, Florida, USA, March 18th, 2002. Amin, would you please join me on the stage? Congratulations, Amin. You are esteemed throughout the industry, and we're honored to share this special moment with you tonight. Would you like to say a few words?
I am reminded of the occasion when I was invited to serve GAMA board as international representative some 8 or 9 years ago, where at a dinner function to introduce new board members, I was called upon to say a few words about myself by the then president of GAMA, Mr. Ed Robinson. As I stood up to make my address, I had a few seconds opportunity to tell myself, Amin, you are in America, and your audience are all Americans, and for you to capture their attention, you must first tell them an American joke. And so I began my talk with an American joke that I thought everybody would enjoy and laugh. But I was wrong. Nobody laughed. Nobody understood the joke. I was flabbergasted. Imagine how embarrassed I felt. Then I heard a soft voice whispering to me, "Don't give up. Try again. Don't worry. Only those at the cemetery and mental homes have no worry. Keep your cool. Be composed. Remember, you used to tell your agents, be persistent, be positive, don't give up asking. Maybe you should get out of the box and tell them a Singapore joke." And so I began. Some years ago in Singapore, we had a family planning organization. The idea was to control the rapid growth of the population. Seminars on family planning were organized by the Association for Married Women, and the speakers were prominent doctors. At one of the seminars, the doctor who was conducting the talk asked the ladies present, "Those of you who have sex with your husbands more than once a week, please raise your hands." A good number of the young ladies raised their hands, perfectly in order. Then the doctor asked, "Those of you who have sex with your husband once a fortnight, please raise your hands." Very few hands raised. Not surprising. Sensing that not all the ladies present have raised their hands, the doctor then asked, "Those of you who have sex once a month with your husband, please raise your hands." At the corner of the seminar room, a lady was seen jumping and raising her hand in order to catch the doctor's attention. Turning towards her, the doctor asked, "Why are you so excited, young lady?" The lady replied with excitement, "Doctor, doctor, tonight is the night." Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel greatly honored receiving this award. Never once did it occur to me that for serving GAMA International, I should be rewarded. Nevertheless, the award bestowed upon me is a pleasant surprise. I accept this award on behalf of all GAMA International members outside USA. I believe it is because of your active participation in the organization that prompted GAMA International board members to pick me as your representative to this special award. Thank you. My wife, too, plays a very important role, as without her continuing support and understanding of the kind of work I do, it would have been impossible for me to serve GAMA International effectively. This award is for you too, dear. I joined the insurance industry more than 40 years ago, and it has given me everything that I wanted in life. And when I came to know about GAMA and the lab meeting through Dr. Bruce Hamstra, I decided that I should attend the lab meeting and become a GAMA member. I attended my first lab meeting, which was held at Dallas, and I attended every one of the lab meetings since then, and only missing the one held last year due to health reasons. At my first lab meeting, there were only 3 people from Singapore, and during the international breakfast meeting, I was asked to say a few words. In my short address, I told them how excited I was about being at the meeting, though I did not know whether I was awake or still sleeping, as I had just arrived after flying for 24 hours from Singapore. I told them that on my return to Singapore, I would round up as many managers as possible and relay to them what I saw and learned at the meeting. I ended by saying that next year, there would be at least 9 people attending the lab meeting from Singapore. Yes, the next year, 11 people from Singapore attended the lab meeting, and the following year, we saw more than 20 people coming from Singapore, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. As the years go by, the number grew, and managers from Taiwan started coming in. The rest is history. We all know the kind of work GAMA International board members had to do to organize activities for members, and in particular the lab meeting. How can we help them? I suggest every one of us present tonight at this lab meeting, on our return to our separate homes, we should tell every general agent or manager that we come across how beneficial it has been for us by attending the lab meeting. Tell them about how the great speakers had influenced your life as a general agent or manager, and how you intend to implement some of the ideas gathered at the meeting so as to improve your manpower, productivity, and overall production and your life. You should then persuade and encourage them to be GAMA International members if they are not already one, and ask them to attend next year's lab meeting, which will be held in San Antonio, Texas. I believe this is the best way by which our great organization, GAMA International, can grow. And if each one of us present at this lab meeting, I understand there are some 2,000 attendees, can persuade and encourage just one other general agent or manager to attend the next lab meeting, we could witness 4,000 general agents and managers attending the meeting. What a wonderful situation. We must work together in order to achieve this goal. I have benefited tremendously by being a member of GAMA International and attending the lab meetings. This is the only meeting, in my opinion, for general agents and managers which is world-class, and we can all take pride for associating ourselves with the organization. I have made many good friends. Not only that, I learned a great deal from them on how best to manage an agency or company. I've implemented some of these ideas and have seen my company's production and productivity grow. Need I say more? Many a time when I encourage managers to become a member of GAMA International, they would ask me, what can GAMA International do for me? I would reply to them, why don't you ask me, what can I do for GAMA International? Yes, GAMA International need all the help and assistance they can get from us all. The board members and the management team can only do so much. Let's rally around them and make GAMA International a stronger organization. In conclusion, my wife and I would like to thank GAMA President Mr. William Polakov, President-elect Mr. Philip Richards, CEO Mr. Charlie Smith, and the other board members and the management team of GAMA International for presenting me with this award. We will treasure this award as much as I have treasured the work GAMA International has been doing for the years I have become a member. It has indeed been a pleasant, memorable, and enjoyable time that I had during my term of service to the organization as the Vice President, International Region 7. Please join me in applauding those responsible for making tonight's event and the LAM meeting a great success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Amin.
Amin, I'd like to add my personal congratulations. Since the first time Amin invited me to Singapore, I've made about a dozen trips there since 1995. And for those of you that haven't seen him in action, that was a pretty good preview. And I want you to know that this is a most deserving award. Before dinner, I'd also like to recognize our Management Award qualifiers. The specific requirements for our awards are listed in the program at your table. The Career Development Award was created to acknowledge the critical importance of associate management to the field management system. This year, there are 4 levels of qualification: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. At this time, I would like to ask all 2002 Career Development recipients to please stand. And let's give them a round of applause.